Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? We hope that you and your family are fine and enjoying good health. Dear students, attend your virtual classes and do your homework regularly. So it's your science class. Before going toward our topic, let's know about flowering plant. What are flowering plant? What do you understand by the term flowering plant? Flowering plant is such plant that have flowers, just like your rose plant, or we can say that your sunflower plant. You know that these plants bears a flower. So students, today we will discuss about the life cycle. What is the life cycle? Through which processes after that a flower is grow, and what are the processes that through that occurs in the flowering plant. So students, let's start our reading. Like animals, plants reproduce to ensure continuity of their own kind. Just like animals, plants also reproduce through the continuity for their continuity. Some plants can regenerate from bulbs, birds, or leaves. As we discussed in our previous class, that birds are basically parts of plant where new flowers, where new leaves can originate. So some plants can regenerate from these bulbs. Some non-flowering plants like fern, moss, and algae reproduce from spores. Now the question is here that how the non-flowering plants reproduce. Remember that non-flowering plants are those plants which do not have flowers. So these plants reproduce from spores. Spores are basically tiny स्पोर्स छोटे छोटे दाने होते हैं जिससे वो रिप्रोड्यूस करता है. और नॉन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट की एग्जांपल आपकी बुक वालों ने आपको दी है हेयर, फर्न्स, मॉस और एल्गी. Most flowering plants reproduce mainly from seeds that germinate and grows into an adult plant. Now let's talk about flowering plant. Flowering plant reproduce mostly mainly from seeds. So our reproduction of flowering plant starts from which part of plant? Yes, it is start from the seed. After that, seed germinate and gave into an adult plant, and after the germination new plant is appear. Once the plant develops fruit and leaves, it can make its own food and no longer depends on the seeds for its energy. Basically in seeds provide energy to the plant to make their own food. But after the development of leaves and roots, new leaves and new roots, and so the plants can able to make their own food. Let's move toward the life cycle of our plant. Here the figure is given to you. Here's your seed. The fruit bears seeds which can will grow into a plant. Where is this seed is present? This seed is present inside a fruit, just like your mango. You know where seed present? That is present inside the fruit. Just like your apple, where are seeds present? These seeds are present inside the fruit. So this seed germinate. This process is called germination. This seed germinate into seedling. This is called seedling. Now here roots and leaves are originated from the seed. After that the seedling grow into an adult plant. This is a small plant, tiny plant. After that this plant is converted into adult plant. It is the adult plant. The plants bears flowers that become fruits. After that some flowers are originate come to this plant, and this flower is converted into which part? Yes, this flower is converted into fruit. the fruit bears seed which will grow into plant. So this fruit bears seed and that will grow into plant. After that this seed again becomes seedling, then new plant, after that adult plant, again fruits, again seed, and so this cycle is continuous. Seed, seedling, new plant, adult plant, after that fruit, again seed. Through this the new plants can be originate. Now students, let's know about seed germination. What is seed germination? How seed can be germinate? Now let's know about what is germination. Here is the definition of germination is given to you. The embryo inside a seed develops into new plant through the process of germination. Again, the embryo inside a seed. Inside seed, a tiny embryo is present. That embryo develops into new plant. That embryo develops into new plant. This through a process of germination. So, just like this plant, here is your seed. After the germination, this seed becomes a new plant, and this is your adult plant. So this process is called germination. Germination is influenced by three factors. There are three factors through which germination can only occur. Number one, right temperature, availability of oxygen, and availability of water. Again, what are the three factors on which germination depend? Number one, right temperature. Temperature factor is very important for the seed germination. Second, availability of oxygen. Oxygen is also necessary that through which seed can make their own food. After that, availability of water. If you sow a seed into the ground and you don't give water to that seed, seed cannot be germinate. Firstly, the seed coat splits in and tiny roots known as radicals start to grow down. First of all, the seed coat split and tiny roots will be developed from that seed. Then a tiny shoot called the plumule starts to grow. Here are the tiny shoots. So these tiny shoots starts to grow upward. The cotyledon is the part of the seed that provide food reserved for the plant development to occur. Leaves grow from the stem toward the sunlight. After some time, flowers grow from the stem. So here is the process that is given to you, and this figure is explained by this paragraph. First of all, the cotyledon tears and small roots originate. After that, shoot also originate, and these shoots and roots become a new plant. Now students, let's know about the fertilization. Here the question is that what is fertilization? A flower is the reproductive part of plant. As you all knows that which is the reproductive the reproductive part of plant. So underline this, flower. Flower is your reproductive part of plant, and it can develop into a fruit. And that plant, after fertilization, after germination, it develop into a root that contains seeds. The male reproductive part is called stamen. Here is the figure of flower is given to you, and the male reproductive part is the stamen. And here the male part is your stamen. And where is your stamen? stamen. It is your stamen. Anther filament. Okay, let's move to know about the stamen. Stamen, which has two parts. Stamen has two parts. Here is your stamen. This is yellow part. One is your anther. Your anther and filament. The filament holds the another in place. The filament holds the anther in place. So, what is the duty of this filament? This filament holds anther in place. The female reproductive part is pistil. In our reading, we read that which is your reproductive part? Yes, flower. And what is the name of your male reproductive part in plant? Yes, stamen. And stamen basically consists of two parts. One is your filament, 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 and other is your anther. And we have already read that filament, just like this your filament, and there is anther that are present in it. So what is the duty of filament? Filament hold this anther at this place, anther, anther, and it is your filament. Now let's move toward our book. Again, look at this picture. Here is your anther, and this part is your known as filament. So the filament holds the anther in place. Next, your female reproductive part. Now let's move toward your female reproductive part, and female reproductive part is pistil. So right here, female reproductive part. Female reproductive part. And what is that? That is your pistil, pistil. Now let's talk about this pistil. What is that? Which has three parts. Pistil has how many parts? Three parts. Let's find in this place, in this figure, where is pistil? Here is your pistil, and it is composed of three parts. Number one is your stigma, second is your style, and third is your ovary. If I draw this picture, basically this picture is of about a seed. Here I am drawing a picture of your female reproductive part here. So basically this is your female reproductive part, and it contains three parts, 1, 2 and 3. So one is your stigma, second your style, and third is your ovary. So it is your stigma, stigma, stigma. Second your style, style, and third is your ovary, ovary, ovary. So student, look at this picture. Green part is your female part, and what these parts, three parts collectively is known as pistil, til. Okay ji, let's move to know about these three parts. Pistil has how many parts? Three parts. One is your stigma, stigma, stigma. Second is your style, and third is your ovary. Multiple stamens surrounds the pistil. So this pistil is surrounded by multiple stamens. These are your multiple stamens. And how many parts does the stamen has? Two parts. During the fertilization, pollen grains produced by the anther get transferred onto the stigma. A pollen grain develops a tube that comes down and styles into the ovary. This is your stamen anther. After the process of pollination, when a pollen grain develops a tube that grows down. At this stigma, the pollen grain comes, and after that it goes down towards the ovary and enter into the ovary. This is your ovary. So the male reproductive cell tissue within the female reproductive cell is the ovule, and the fertilized ovule become a seed, and the ovary becomes a fruit. After that, this fertilized ovule that is present in this ovary becomes a seed, and ovary become a fruit, and this ovary becomes a fruit. Seeds are ready to plant it once they are dried. When these seeds become dry, so they are ready to use. On our next page, a practice zone is given to you. Let's move toward this practice zone. What are the factors that influence seed germination? So student, we have discussed in our germination paragraph topic. There are three factors on which seed germinations depend. So underline this: right temperature. Number one is your right temperature. Number two is your availability of oxygen, and number third is your availability of water. Let's move toward our next question. Here is your describe the reproductive parts in plants. So we have discussed here three reproductive parts, which is your flower, is your reproductive parts. After that, we have discussed about male reproductive part and female reproductive part. How many parts that present in the male reproductive parts? There are two parts, anther and filament. And how many parts that are present into female reproductive parts? Three parts. One is your stigma, second your style, and third is your ovary. And what is the name of male reproductive part? Yes, it is stamen, 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 and it has two parts. One is your filament, and that is your anther. And what is the name of female reproductive part? Pistil. And how many parts does it contain? Three parts. Number one is your stigma, number two is your style, number three is your ovary. Dear students, in our today's class, we have learned the concepts of life cycle of flowering plant. Let's know how do we classify plants, कि हम plants को कैसे classify करते हैं. Plants can be classified in many ways, okay, such as by their characteristic, location and uses. Plants that grow in cold environment either shed their leaves or have needles-like leaves. Okay, cold environment, बिल्कुल ठंडी वाले इलाके पे जो प्लांट्स होते हैं उनके पत्ते बहुत बारीक होते हैं या फिर वो उनके पत्ते ही नहीं होते. प्लांट दैट ग्रो इन हॉट इन्वायरमेंट, इसी तरह जो प्लांट्स हॉट इन्वायरमेंट में ग्रो करते हैं जैसे कि डेजर्ट, like deserts have some or no leaves, like cactus. Have you seen the plant of cactus? Have you seen this plant? Yes, cactus have no seeds because it is the plant of hot environment. और गर्म environment का जो plant होता है उसके leaves नहीं होते. Plants that grow on a land are called terrestrial plants. Again, the plants that grow on a land are called terrestrial plants, such as pine, cedar. Plants that grow in water are called aquatic plants. So, the plant that live in water is called aquatic, and the plant that live in land is called terrestrial. Again, the plant that grow in land is called terrestrial, and the plant that grow in water is called aquatic plant. The example of aquatic plant is hyacinth, fixed plants like underwater, similarly lily, underwater like pond seeds. All these plants are underwater aquatic plants, okay, because they live in water. Aqua means water. Some plants like Rafflesia flower found in forests and Malaysia and Indonesia live off other plants and are called parasitic. And some plants lives on other plants, दूसरे पौधों पर रहते हैं. And this type of plant, इस तरह के plants क्या कहलाते हैं? They are called as parasitic. Okay. Some plants like the Venus flytrap catch insect for survival are called insectivorous. Okay. Some such type of plants that eat insect for their survival. Insect खाते हैं plant. So they are known as insectivorous. What? Insectivores. Okay. There are three main types of flowering plants. There are how many types? Three types of flowering plant. One is perennials, other is biennials, and third is annuals. Perennials like Daffodil grow back year after year. साल में एक साल के बाद कहीं जाके पेरेनियल्स उगते हैं. इसके बाद जो बायनियल्स होते हैं साल में 2 दफ़ा आते हैं. और जो एनुअल्स होते हैं दे कंप्लीट देयर लाइफ साइकिल ऑफ 1 year. Planting trees and grasses. Let's know about the planting trees and grasses. कि दरख्त उगाना और उसमें जो ग्रासेस उगते हैं उनके बारे में. Trees planting is the process of replanting for forestry और गार्डनिंग. बागबानी के लिए जो हम दरख्त उगाते हैं उसको ट्री प्लांटिंग का नाम देते हैं. अभी कैसी टेक्निक है? इट इज़ अ टेक्निक ऑफ मूविंग प्लांट फ्रॉम वन लोकेशन टू अनदर लोकेशन. एक लोकेशन से दूसरी तरफ लेके जाते हैं प्लांट्स को. जनरली प्लांट्स आर first grown under controlled condition that they are carried to another location that is usually outdoor. An alternative way that is used for this purpose is method is to plant seeds all over in area where you want the plant to grow. Weather is an important factor when deciding the time of tree planting. Okay? अगर आपने कोई पौधा लगाना है तो आप सिंपली इसको एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जाके आसानी से लगा सकते हैं. In addition, you can decide where to grow at home, at school or other land. अगर आपने जैसे कि हम नर्सरी से पौधे लाते हैं और अपने घर में लगा देते हैं या स्कूल्स में लगा देते हैं, it depend upon the facilities, it depend upon the environment that you have to now provide to your plant. For grasses like wheat grass, they are grown by spreading grass seeds, then covering them evenly using topsoil. Okay, अगर हमने ग्रास उगानी है तो we use the wheat grass so that the grass will be grow there. The soil is kept moist by watering it lightly. उसके बाद सॉइल को नमी दे कर रखते हैं, उसमें पानी भी डालते रहते हैं ताकि उसमें मॉइस्चर रहे. Fertilizing the soil before every growing season also keep the grasses healthy. Grasses are available in vast range of types and sizes. Grasses की मुख्तलिफ तरह की types और sizes होते हैं. There are around 10,000 different species of grasses recognized all over the world. पूरी दुनिया में 10,000 से ज़्यादा टाइप्स ऐसी हैं जो कि ग्रास की डिस्कवर हो चुकी हैं. Okay, my dear students, let's know why do we celebrate the existence of trees in our lives. कि हम दुनिया में दरख्तों की एग्जिस्टेंस को क्यों सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. There are several reasons for celebrating the National Trees Planting Day. Trees produce oxygen. Number one, the use of trees is that they give us oxygen. दरख्त हमें ऑक्सीजन देते हैं. And help to cool down the environment. And it also help to cool down the environment. They keep the air clean by trapping dust and other pollutants. Trees also provide raw material for building furniture and paper. So here are some uses of trees, that they produce oxygen, they help to cool down the environment, they keep the air clean, and trees are also provide which thing? Building materials for raw materials for buildings, furniture and paper. Dear students, as we discussed earlier the different classification of plants, okay, there are 3 to 4 types of plants. Just like terrestrial plants grows on land. Here is an example of terrestrial plant, pine tree, and this is the plant of cold weather. And here is the example of cactus plant, and this is the example of hot weather. Okay, aquatic plant that grow in water, and here is the examples of aquatic plant. Insectivores that eat insect. Okay, insectivores plants are carnivores in nature. These plants are carnivores because they eat animal. Their leaves are modified to trap insect. इनके पौधे बिल्कुल ऐसे बने होते हैं जैसे जो कि इंसेक्ट को ट्रैप कर देते हैं. Here are the two figures, two diagrams, two pictures of insectivore plants. One is Venus flytrap and other is the pitcher plant. Okay. Take the correct answer. Here is exercise. So student, let's solve this exercise. First one. A plant starts its life as a dash. A plant starts its life as a dash. Root, leaf, seed, stem. Yes, सीड. एक पौधा सीड के तौर पर अपनी लाइफ स्टार्ट करता है. For non-flowering plant, their life cycle starts from reproductive cells called dash. They are called spores because non-flowering plants do not have any seeds. They have spores. Okay, take this answer. This is the correct option. Some plants like the dash catch insect. Here is the example of insectivorous plant, that is Venus flytrap. Lettuce is an example of edible leaf. Okay, पत्ते होते हैं lettuce. Leaves make food for plants through the process called photosynthesis. Here is the fill in the blanks in front of you. Okay, or now we are going to fill these blanks. Leaves make food for the plant through the process called photosynthesis. For fertilization to take place, pollen grains must fall into the ovary of plant. The dash holds the anther in place. Stamen. Perennial flowers have a life cycle of 1 year. Here are true false for you. Trees produce oxygen, hence help to improve the air quality. Yes, this statement is true. Secondary roots extend horizontally from the primary roots. Yes, this is again true. Two examples of edible seeds are tomato and apple. No, this is wrong because tomato and apples are fruit. They are not seeds. Some plants' parts can be poisonous. Yes, this statement is 100% right. Flowers can develop into fruit that contains seeds. Yes, this statement is again true. Here is task number 3 for you, and this task contains some question answers, short question answers. Let's read all these question answers. Dear students, note all these question answers on your notebook. आपने ये सारे नोटबुक पे लिखने हैं और इनको बहुत अच्छे से याद करना है. What is a germination? Here is the definition of germination, and we have also discussed this definition in our previous class. Embryo inside a seed develop into a new plant through the process called germination. What are the factors? There are 3 factors: temperature, oxygen, and water. From where the seed get food for germination? Seed get food from cotyledon. Okay, these are the questions that are related to our previous lecture. Okay, our today's class questions are: define fertilization, the transfer of pollen grain. This is pollen, pollen. Pollen grains produced by anther get transferred into the stigma and get fused and fertilized to form seed and fruit is called fertilization. We have deeply discussed the topic of fertilization today. Okay, write the names of the reproductive parts. Here are the 2 names, anther and filament. Write the names of reproductive parts of flower. Stigma. Here are the female reproductive parts of plant: stigma, style, and ovary. How do some plants adopt cold or hot weather? Plants that grow in cold environment either shed their leaves or have needle-like leaves. Okay, जो सर्दियों में रहते हैं, उन सर्दियों के पौधे होते हैं, या तो वो अपने पत्ते ख़त्म कर देते हैं या उनकी बिल्कुल बारीक बारीक needle-like plant leaves होते हैं. And the plants in hot weather, they adapt temperature in such a way that desert plants have small or no leaves. वो छोटे छोटे पत्ते होते हैं या तो पत्ते ही नहीं होते. Just like cactus plant, it is an example of desert plant. Differentiate between parasite and insectivores. Here is the definition. So difference between parasitic plant and insectivores. Please students note these answers, question answers on your notebook. How are grasses grown? Grasses को किस तरह से उगाया जाता है? Grasses grown like wheat grasses are grown by spreading. We have also discussed this in our topic. The soil is kept moist and the fertilizing the soil before every growing season. Okay. How do plants grow? Plants किस तरह grow करता है? Plants are first grown under control condition. सबसे पहले तो control condition में से उगाया जाता है, उसके बाद उसको दूसरी लोकेशन में लेके जाया जाता है, फिर उसे पानी वगैरह दिया जाता है. Here the answer in front of you. Please note all these are question answers. It's time for your homework, and your homework is read chapter number 1 thoroughly at your home 1 to 2 times. Write exercise on neat notebook and write all the exercises on neat notebook. And your exercise contains short question answers, filling the blanks, true, false, and MCQs. Here and write and learn all questions that we have learned today. So, dear students, I hope that you have understood today's lecture. If you have any question regarding this lecture, call me at school's number. I will answer your all queries. Dear students, complete all the tasks or homework that are assigned to you in today's and share the picture of your homework at school WhatsApp number. That's all for today. See you next time. Take care, stay home, stay safe, and Allah Hafiz.